What's going on? This is the Movie Dudes podcast. We just got out of seeing Fantastic Four, and you have to say it that way. Dan, what did you think about it?
It was fantastically bad.
John, what did you think about it?
It is better than the other ones. It is
Which is not saying much.
saying much, but it's still better than the other ones.
I just
There
think
is some cheese.
I think
in
you're
this.
mad because Ben Grimm looks just like you with his rock beard.
I do appreciate the rock beard.
I will
It was a
say
choice.
that is one of the good things about this movie is the rock beard. The other good thing is Paul Walter Hauser as the Mole Man, and
Yep.
those are the only two good things.
You didn't like it?
You know,
No.
I'm gonna be honest. I like Johnny Storm. I think he did. I think that was fantastic, legitimately. I like Sue Storm. I don't like Pedro Pascal.
You didn't like you couldn't get past the Pedro.
He just didn't work for me at all as Mr. Fantastic, as Reed Richards.
I'm shocked because I genuinely like this movie a lot. I thought the aesthetic was cool. The
I
60s.
watched you cry.
I did. I didn't cry once. I admit when I cry at movies, I didn't cry once in this movie.
Shocking.
I think this movie has a lack of action though.
It does.
It has a lack of menace from Galactus.
When he pops up on screen, because like the thing is, like all these other like reviews I've read on this movie said that like he was scary when you see him. I didn't find him to be scary.
Well, that's my thing. Yeah, like I've got zero menace
Yeah.
out of him. I'm like, oh, you're an old man sitting in a chair,
Yeah,
leaning
I-
forward, being like, let me see that boy.
I kind of feel like they wasted him. I feel like they wasted him.
the baby.
And then they, how they like if the power of family called that. The only thing that lacked was Dominic Toretto
Yeah.
in a goddamn car.
I think, like I said, I think these are likable characters.
100%.
So that's something that the MCU hasn't had in a while. I feel like the likable characters moving forward. Glad they're going to be in future projects. I think they'll be great interacting with normal MCU people. I went in thinking I wanted it to be like 7 out of 10. I think ultimately it was like 6 out of 10 for me. But I had a good time with it. I love the world they built. I haven't been engaged in an MCU movie like that for a while. Like I loved Thunderbolts too. Both of them are like 6 out of 10s. I was hoping this one would have been a little better.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that again, I was going in with a 5. Right? I think it met expectations at 5. I'll give it a 5.5 at most. Right? It's not the worst thing you've ever seen. I will say that. Right? But at the same time, it's like you expected more with the hype that was going into it.
Yeah.
I came in hoping for a 6 and I got a 4.
That's
Wow.
so interesting that you didn't like this. I thought for sure. You know what it is? It's because you just saw Superman and now you're all Mr. DC.
No, and that's what I said in our out of theater
MCU
reaction,
be
is
damned.
That, is that Fantastic Four needs to be exactly what its title is, fantastic, to really continue on having Marvel be the top seat in the superhero movie game, and it didn't deliver. Superman is better.
Superman was a better movie by far.
I will say this though, the after credit scene, the first one, right? That's good. I
Yeah.
didn't hate that. I love that part. I was like, oh yeah, no, fucking sure,
Yeah.
right? So
No spoilers here either. No spoil.
Yeah.
We're obviously far into this review now.
I'm just saying they should have flipped them.
sure.
The mid-credit scene should have been the end credit scene. The end credit scene should have been the mid-credit scene.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
I will say this: if you're going to see the movie, you only need to stick around for the first credit.
Yep.
The first the
100%.
mid credit scene. You do not need to stick around for the end credit scene.
No.
It is not worth your time.
So, again, 5.5. You obviously say 6.
Yeah, I thought I said 6.5, but maybe 6.
6,
Sure.
6.5, 4.
I give it
5.
about.
It's a 5 then.
Fantastic Four.
I give it about like 6 tarot reads.
There were, I mean, really, it's a
6 tarot read scale is pretty good.
yeah.
Pretty solid.
I will say,
19.
because there's really only 2 action scenes in the whole movie. There's the action scene in the middle,
Yep.
when they're doing what they're doing, and then the action scene in the third act that wraps it all up. I thought the middle action scene was actually really engaging. The stuff, I'll just say, in space was good.
What they did,
But the end, wasn't as cool as it could
the
have been.
way the way they did the surfer, I thought was one of the best parts of the movie.
I agree.
Right? Like that entire thing where they were just all through that scene, you were like, that's cool shit across the board.
Also, it makes sense because I know there's a lot of flack going around about them using a female surfer. I'm glad they did for this story because it makes her point. Like the reason she's here is the connection that she ends up making with one of the characters, and that wouldn't have worked the same if it was like a dude. It just wouldn't have.
Speaking of one of the characters, I'll speak of two of the characters. I'm adding a third thing that I did like about this movie, and that is the witty repartee. I won't call it that, but just the back and forth between Johnny and Grimm is
Oh, great.
is great
fantastic.
stuff.
Yeah, they had great. Honestly, they could have used more.
They could have, and that's why I think those characters will really kind of shine in like Avengers Doomsday.
Yes, where they can interact with other people.
Yes.
Correct.
Actually, I will say this: the thing that I didn't like about Johnny, right, is that they toned down his Playboy.
They did.
Yeah, and I mean they didn't just tone it down; they went, whoop.
They did.
Turned it off.
They did, but I mean, where would have really fit in the story other than where it does?
Okay, I'll give you that, but it's still.
It's also like a 1960s world, so like maybe that is a 1960s Playboy. You expect him to be like slinging dick, and he's not out there slinging dick.
I guess that's true. That is true.
So,
We also didn't get to see that big stone dork.
no, he didn't. He didn't. But who's okay? Quick for the quick wrap up here. Who's your favorite character of the Fantastic Four?
Oh, of those four or
Yes.
of the movie?
Of the four, like who out of the four? Which one do you think is like your standout? Like this was the best character in the movie for the Fantastic Four.
The Thing.
You like the Thing the best?
Sure.
I like Storm, Johnny.
Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can't
I actually
give
think
a last
I
name.
actually think Sue Storm was my favorite. I thought they used her. I thought she had more to do than anybody else.
She has like, I've said it before. Like she has the best power set, right? Like she could do just about anything, right? The way they display her power set in this movie is great. It shows that she is no less than a powerhouse than she should be.
Yeah, no, she was. I liked her the best, and going in, I expected I was gonna like her the least. I don't know why. I just did. So,
The
but-
bad dye job?
she's got blonde hair though. doesn't
She does, which is weird.
I think it's weird that they made Joseph Quinn blonde. You didn't have to. I know he's
Yeah.
historically blonde, but you didn't have to make him
Yeah,
blonde.
you really didn't have to.
But
I mean, because Chris Evans, they didn't dye his hair.
He's like a sandy blonde.
now I have a question, and this
And
is
then who is storming the worst one?
Michael B. Jordan.
Eh.
They
They
dyed
made-
his
they
hair
did
blonde.
dye his hair
I
blonde.
would have giggled my way through that.
They should have dyed his hair blonde. He
Was
would've
that
like,
Wesley Snipes movie? where he's blonde?
Demolition Man?
Yes.
He would have looked like Demolition Man. But I would say is like so. Ben Grimm can grow his facial hair out into Rock. Does that mean he can grow his hair out into
Well,
Rock?
that's part of the thing. You can see it on the side of his head that he's got like hair growing, rock hair growing.
really.
Yeah,
I didn't
So
pick that up. On
when he's
that.
in the midded of grinding, he's got hair up here too.
That's awesome.
So I think that he shaves his head.
He should grow like a rock fro. That'd be amazing. But, all right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up here. From us, I guess we're giving it a 5 if you're going with the median score here. But I don't know. It's pretty good. It's Thunderbolts was better. I think Thunderbolts was better, and I think this is a
family-friendly movie.
it's a good one. It's good. Go check it out.
Take your kids.
Mole Man's the best.
Mole Man is the best.